Hello and welcome to another video. This time we're talking about our first race at Hockenheim. It was quite interesting because we had some very unusual issues, and let's just jump right in and have a look at what we had this weekend.
Deja vu, I just been in this place before.
So yeah, that's what we had that weekend. You're gonna see the detailed stuff later on. Also, the Driveshaft, we're gonna check why it actually failed. Let me show you. We had to cut it apart, so here's the other part. We had to cut it because it was just not possible to take it out in time without cutting it, and since it was done anyway, so yeah. I'm gonna show you a detailed video of the Driveshaft failure separately. We're gonna talk about that, and we're also gonna investigate how it could happen. So the problem was up here. As you can see, this one's moving freely, and it's just completely loose. We don't know yet why that happened. I had the issue from the beginning. I think it was lap 2 or something, where I felt some vibrations. And I thought, yeah, something's not right. And then lap 3, it increased. I thought it's aerodynamic stuff. So something's loose, a front splitter that's loose because the whole car started shaking, obviously. Yeah, then we checked everything, but we couldn't find what the issue was. So, but the first session was done already, and then when I headed out for the second time, we checked everything. We changed wheels because we thought maybe it's the wheels. We checked all the drive shafts to the wheels, and thought, yeah, maybe some of them are loose. We checked every bolt and stuff, and so yeah. And then I got back out, and it was even worse. So I did like, I don't know, 1-2 laps, not even a fast one, because at 100 it started, and at 150 the car shaked like crazy. And then I got out again and said, yeah, we need to lift the car up and have it running on the stands in third, fourth gear, and see if we can see anything. And then you could see underneath the car that the, I don't know, tail shaft, prop shaft, drive shaft, whatever that is, started shaking a lot. So we checked and saw it was completely loose, and so we knew, okay, we have to remove it in order to be able to compete or to drive in the afternoon. And so that's what we did. Since it was damaged anyway, it has also some more damage up here. Most likely because it started to shake and it wasn't centered anymore, so it got some more damage and it wasn't safe to drive anyway, so we had to take it out. And then in the afternoon I had a front wheel drive GR Yaris, which isn't the funniest thing to drive, but yeah, as you can see, or you'll see in the onboard video, it's quite okay. It's possible to drive like this. In the afternoon I had a lot of traffic, and I could do like, I don't know, 4 or 5 maybe fast laps. I haven't been driven, or I didn't drive at Hockenheim for, I don't know, 12 years, the whole circuit, the big circuit, or 10 years when I did my my racing permit a couple of years ago. I drove the small circuit, the short one, that's not existing anymore, but I drove that for a couple of years. You can see it in the intro with the Evo. So that's at the Tuner Grand Prix. Where I drove or competed a couple of times. So yeah, wasn't the idealist situation. And then we also had some fuel related issues. The thing is, we have very, very big injectors, not the direct injectors obviously, but the port injectors are very big. And so the issue with the stock pump is, as soon as they open, or as soon as they have to let in a lot of fuel, fuel pressure drops, and that's very bad, obviously. So the car goes into emergency mode, which isn't obviously also very fast, because I have to turn it down into emergency mode, and then, or it goes into limp mode, then I have to go to the emergency map, dial back to the map I was before, and if it's not something that's permanent, like a fuel pressure related issue, that's just at one very short moment, I can go again. So, but obviously the laps are done, and the only possible map I could drive in was the lowest boost setting with that's around 400 horsepower, which isn't that much, especially with a lot of aero. It's crazy how much that breaks the car, or how much that slows the car down. But it helps in corners. The car drives amazingly with the aerodynamic. Yeah, so that works very, very well. Yeah, but with 400 horsepower, it wasn't very fast into the parabolica and to the hairpin. We have to fix that. We already have the bigger fuel pump for the stock hanger and everything for an in-tank fuel pump. Now we have to wire in this one because it's a PWM pump, which is a controlled pump, and it doesn't work with the stock fuel pressure ECU, so we need another ECU for that, because I don't want a secondary tank and everything, so I want to keep everything as stock-ish as possible. And yeah, but that's another thing we need to address before the next race, so we can turn up the boost a little bit more and maybe drive with the 450 horsepower. That would be nice. So, but apart of all the stupid problems we had, it was a fun weekend, or a fun Sunday to race. The car drives amazingly and it's gonna be fast. We won't be at the top of the field because the fastest guys in our class are right now a couple of seconds faster than we are. They have luckily around 600 horsepower and 1100 kilograms of the cars, 1100 something. Yeah, a few very, very fast Evos and BMW M3 E46 with 295s all around. So a couple of very fast cars and also very fast drivers. So I don't expect to be winning that class. I think if everything works out, we could get to the podium, or at least close. But yeah, we'll see where it goes. But it's a lot of fun to drive the car. That's basically it. You're gonna see some onboard footage now of the fastest lap. And yeah, so that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Have a good week. See you next time. Goodbye.